Master Chief, you mind telling me what you're doing on that e-bike?
Sir, reviewing the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, sir.
Fair enough, just drive fast and crank it left.
Let's go.
Absolutely no doubt about it, the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 is one of the most popular cameras to release in probably the last 5 to 10 years. I have traveled so much this year to different countries, states, conventions, events, and it feels like every person around me has one of these cute little pocket chickens with them. It's kind of crazy, but now I'm gonna travel to some garage sales and then maybe go get a coffee. I don't know, see what happens. But just because something's popular does not mean that it's great. So today I'm gonna give you my brutally honest, unsponsored review of the DJI Pocket 3 because there's a lot of sponsored DJI content out there. And I'll tell you why I think it's overrated. This one over there, this one up here. Oh, we got one over here it looks like. Wireless mic test. Hi, how are you? Hanging in there? Oh, I'm sorry. I lost my grandfather last year. What was your name?
Virginia.
Virginia? I'm Zach. It's lovely to meet you. I'm gonna say a prayer for you today, okay? Yeah. All right, you have a good day, okay?
You too.
All right, I'll see you around. I live in the neighborhood, so I hope I see you around. Oh, we never know what people are going through, man. Never know. I think that's it for garage sailing for me. I didn't really see anything. I don't have any money on me anyway. But there's a bike trail right up here that I'm gonna hop on and maybe we'll head to my favorite coffee shop. If you for some reason don't know, the DJI Pocket 3 is a ultra compact 4K up to 120 frames per second capable video camera that can literally fit in your pocket and is quite literally a gimbal. It has a built-in gimbal, non-removable, which I have some opinions about that we'll get into, but that's a quick summary of this camera in case you have somehow not seen this thing, which I'm sure you have. And who is this thing targeted for? What customer? Well, I think it's basically set up so that anyone with even a single brain cell could shoot high quality video with this thing, even myself. There's plenty of different ways to shoot video with this that we can get into as well, but I think that's the goal. Get accessible, high quality video into as many hands as possible. And that's probably the reason this thing is sold out everywhere. Target, Best Buy, B&H, DJI's website. This thing is not available right now. Let's start with design and build quality and briefly touch on this. I think it's solid, it's fine. I wouldn't say it's incredible or anything like that, but honestly, I've dropped this little guy so many times. The top of the camera is very scuffed up from just drops, spills, crashes, burns, skibbity-goos, you know how it goes. And the best part is it is genuinely pocketable. It's an actual pocket camera that's extremely easy and convenient to carry around with you and so fast to flip out the screen to turn on the camera and immediately start recording. It is very fast, very efficient. It's probably my favorite part about it. Now, one downside of that ultra compact design is the fact that the battery life is not great on this thing. So even right now I have like a battery grip extension on it, but it makes the camera almost twice the length and it's not super secure when I'm mounting it to things like a frickin' fast e-bike. So there's pros and cons to the size, but overall I will take worse battery life for convenience. And I'm at my coffee shop. This is Luke B Coffee Co. I love that I'm just getting amazing gimbal shots with the camera just mounted to my bike. It's freaking dope. This is kind of cool. I can just move my little joystick here to switch up my framing. But if I move my handlebars, it's set to pan, tilt, follow. So I can actually just get like smooth shots by just moving my handlebars. It's kind of sick. So if I triple click on the building there, active track's turned on. Then when I move my handlebars, you can see the gimbal's moving. So it looks like the shot isn't even changing. It's kind of dope. And I can just tap on my screen 3 times on my face. And then now when I move around, even when I'm riding dirty, dude, this thing's tracking. Do I look cool, guys? I feel like I look really cool. Let's go get something delicious. I have my camera set to auto exposure, but manual white balance, so I don't have to worry about ND filters. I like to keep it as easy as possible. Excuse me. Got a little black cold brew here, absolutely delicious. So let's talk about the actual operation of this little pocket threezel. The record button and the joystick, I think, are in the absolute perfect positions. It's extremely comfortable to hit record and stop recording and to move the joystick around if you need to do that. The triple click function works really well to flip the camera from selfie mode to back facing mode. And the OLED screen is actually such an amazing design. It's so satisfying to flip the screen to turn the camera on and then to flip it to either turn it off or go into vertical mode. Absolutely perfect design. It reminds me so much of the old school flip cameras. And the screen is actually bright enough to see outside. And by the way, it powers on extremely fast, so you can go from turned off to camera on and recording in just a few seconds or less. It's really convenient. And it does take a micro SD card. I have a 128 gig in there, so I can record like 3 or 4 hours of 4K, no problem. D-Log, all that stuff. D-Log M, I should say, diet log. We're gonna get into that as well. But what's nice is if you don't wanna try to be finicky with the SD card, getting it out, putting it into a reader and transferring your files, you can just plug your camera into your computer with the USB-C port and transfer files that way. I find it more convenient. Also, the menus on this camera are very easy to navigate. They're pretty simple. I don't think the touchscreen is as good as some people think it is. It can be a little bit finicky here and there, but overall it's fine. It's solid. Definitely not a deal breaker. Now, before we get into my review of the video capabilities and why I think this camera's overrated, let's talk about this little e-bike here that I've been rocking. This is the Hovsco, I think that's how you say it, the HOV GTRS model. Oops, that's a selfie. I've had it for a few weeks now and I am absolutely loving it, and I've only had to charge it once since owning it for probably 3 or 4 weeks and riding it quite a bit. That's because it has this massive battery on the undercarriage of the bike. It has suspension under the seat. It has front and rear disc brakes with separate handle controls, a really beefy kickstand, really beefy tires that can allow you to go off-road and through rain easily. It also has 7 gears that you can shift through and pedal like a normal bike. Turn the battery on right there, and then you come up to your main control panel, hold down the power button, it turns on the bike itself. Now what's cool is when you're pedaling the bike, you can set different assist speeds. So it has 1 through 5 assist speed. 5 is very fast. And if you double tap these buttons, it acts as blinkers. So if I double tap here, I get a little safety blinker in the back, baby. And if I hold down this little button right here, I get a working headlight. How cool is that? Also, this seat is actually so comfortable and squishy. So if you're looking for an e-bike that isn't super expensive and looks really freaking cool, check out Hovsco's e-bikes on their website, linked below. Now let's get into the video side of things. So if I'm being straight up honest, the video quality coming out of such a tiny camera is very impressive. Like, it's better than any action camera I've ever tried, and it's really not that much bigger. How you doing? But I really don't think the footage is quite as insane as a lot of people on the internet make it out to be. And one reason I don't think it's as good as it could be is because it's frickin' diet log. It's D-Log M, not actual D-Log, which makes it harder to match to other professional cameras that shoot in S-Log 3, V-Log, N-Log. Now on the flip side of that, the camera does shoot in 10 log, and I would recommend 10 log. I said 10 log. I said 10 log. It shoots in 10 bit. Look at all the effort I just went into to get that shot, and I said 10 log. Jeez. It shoots in 10 bit, and I would recommend just having that turned on. Whether you shoot in the normal color profile or D-Log M, you're gonna get better results with 10 bit anyway. It's gonna look better. And the D-Log M is really the first main factor that makes it overrated for me, because I can never really quite get it to match with my nicer cameras. I know some people get the footage to look really good, and overall I am happy with the footage, but it's just not quite at that next level that I think it could be if DJI would simply add like a firmware update to give us true D-Log like their drones. The next reason I think this camera is overrated is because it is a gimbal. It is always smooth. Like, look at this shot. It's pretty cool. But now look at this shot. Here's my actual point. What I'm saying is that, yes, I know I can get accessories and little tripods to mount this thing to actually get like really nice locked off shots, but it's made for convenience. And for 99 or 95% of people who are gonna use this, that's perfect. They're gonna get smooth footage no matter what they're shooting. It's ultra convenient. It can do everything for you, basically. You just hold it, hit record, and it looks good. But for people like me, and maybe people like you want a little bit more control, or maybe you don't always want the ultra convenience. Look at it this way. I'm out here making this video and it's extremely simple, and honestly, I'm having a really good time doing it, and it's gonna look pretty good. But if I were to bring out my Lumix S1R2, my Sigma 24-70, an ND filter, and a microphone, I could make this video look pretty freaking phenomenal, and I would probably be more excited with the results in the end, but it might take me all day long. So there's trade-offs where the problem I'm running into is that I'm a little goopy goblin boy brain where I just want things to be easy, and this camera takes advantage of that for me and makes me just rely on the convenience instead of making something of quality. Whoa, what's going on down here? The heck? It's a cute little farmer's market going on. I basically live in a Parks and Rec town. It's pretty amazing. Can I pet your dog?
Oh, sure.
Hi. How are you?
Puppy.
Hi, puppy. Can I do 1 egg and cheese?
Got it.
And 1 chorizo and egg? Got myself a couple little fresh market tacos for the conclusion of this video, which is, this camera is fantastic. I just need to know how to stop myself from using it constantly and slow myself down so that my shots are still intentional and not just gimbal shots. I don't know if anybody's talked about this, but I feel like DJI invented the next iteration of the Handycam. Think about it. Anyone can use it, super convenient, pretty good quality. You can use it with one hand, but it's still not as good as the old ones. So make sure you guys text me when you get home so I know you're safe when you get home from your Hovsco e-bike shenanigans, and watch out for deer on those trails. Follow me on Instagram for short and dumb stuff like this, and always remember that you guys are absolutely loved, much more than you might even know. And I pray that God would bless you guys and your families, keep you safe, so we can hang out again. Yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for all your support. Love you guys. Was that a good shot? Hey, was that a good shot? Oh my gosh. Thing's fast.